Welcome to the CVC Spotlight presented by Michael DeLaze & Co., CPAs and Business Advisors. For more information on all of your accounting help and needs, you can contact them at cpaneeds.com. We thank them for their support of the Chagrin Valley Conference, CVC TV, and the CVC Spotlight. Tonight, we're shining the spotlight on independent senior and Link Academy basketball commit, Marky George. Marky, thank you so much for taking a little bit of time out of your night to sit down and talk with me about your commitment to Link Academy for basketball.
Thank you for having me. I'm happy to be here.
First off, Link Academy is kind of a different route, that going the post-grad route as opposed to going to the college route. So just kind of give us and the listeners and viewers some insight into what Link Academy is.
Yeah, so Link Academy is a post-grad, and post-grad is basically a gap year, which you focus on your basketball and sometimes your grades, where you get to not really use a year of eligibility, which you would redshirting or taking a freshman year, and you get to go there, and you're basically there for 8 months. You play against other colleges, other post-grads. So, for example, one which is widely known is IMG. We play against them a few times. We'll play Oklahoma Wesleyan, which is a college down there, some other colleges down there. And so other post grads. So you go there, you take some courses, but just enough for it not to count as a year of college eligibility. Link is specifically one that was reached out to me after I posted AAU highlights and some high school highlights from this year. They are a faith-based school down in Missouri, Branson, Missouri, and I really, really kind of fell in love with their mission, their coaches, and everything that they were, standing for. So I'm very blessed to have gotten the opportunity, and I'm very excited to be able to go get better and just work on myself, my faith, basketball, and do everything I can down there, just be a better person overall.
Talk about your senior year of basketball. Obviously, district runner-up was your first year at Independence, first year back essentially. How special was this year being able to help that team get to that point and fall just short to Smithville in the district championship game a few months ago?
Yeah, it all started around this time last year when I was at the rec with some of my friends on the team, and they were telling me to come back and be a part of their team this year and try to see what we could accomplish. And it was a great season, a lot of ups and downs. It's upsetting because I know we were a lot better than a district runner up. I think that we could have honestly had a run way farther, but things happen for different reasons, and even though it didn't end how we wanted it to, I think we accomplished a lot of great things. I think it was a 16-win, 17-win season, one of the best seasons in school history. We were able to, I think I made some good contributions, and I think they helped me as a player as well. I think Mudita was our whole motto, vicarious joy through the success of each other, and we were able to, make an impact. I think that we were able to show the school, which usually is used to a small team not making a big run. We were able to show that we could, handle bigger schools, bigger teams like Smithville. They had some big guys, and although we fell short, I think we fought to literally the very end in double overtime, and I think there's really nothing we should be ashamed of. We had a very good season. I'm very glad to be a part of it. I'm very blessed that this is a team I was able to make an impact on and be a part of.
You mentioned, the AAU highlights and some of the senior season highlights kind of helped draw some eyes to you. And AAU, along with, travel, baseball, softball, and volleyball, have really grown over the past 10 to 15 years as like being a more popular thing for high school athletes to get those eyes on them, those collegiate eyes on them. So can you talk how much AAU has helped you, kind of from your perspective, elevate your game and also draw the college eyes to you?
Yeah, it's a good question. AAU is very so AAU I feel like has grown in many different ways over the last few years. Sometimes, to be honest, one thing I will tell you is you have to make sure you're on the right team. You have to make sure you're with the right people. I've been blessed over the last 2 years to have two good teams that have really focused on not just winning, but actually trying to help me grow as a player. Some teams you have to watch out for; they're not always in it for the right reasons. Coach Holiday can tell you that he's big about that, being careful who you play for. And so I played for another level, which is a team out of Twinsburg. They're a hoop group circuit team, and we were pretty good. We won we won the Drew Joyce tournament. We went to a bunch of hoop group circuit tournaments during the live period last year as a junior. And as considering the fact that I was injured, I didn't think I was going to be able to be a part of a team like that. Like, as I got injured my junior year, I didn't play at Padua my junior year. So that injury had me the entire off season rehabbing because I had a hip flexor and rectus femoris injury. So that made me really have to work hard to be able to be a part of that team, that another level team. And then I was able to be on also a second team. I played up my junior year on a senior team called Derek Polk, Elite Basketball. And he's a great guy. He's a Globetrotter, former Harlem Globetrotter. He's played pro, played at Ohio State, Arizona State, really good guy. And so, yeah, he's one of those guys who he has eyes all over. He can spot talent and try to get guys. He got me and my other teammate from another level to play some tournaments with them, and that was able to get me some eyes. Gave me my first offer actually to Brian Stratton. He's a coach there, and so yeah, I think AAU definitely is more based on, I guess, in other club sports, kind of developing your game, being able to actually work on real game, like real live situations that aren't just training and aren't going to always affect you in a high school setting, that aren't just going to affect standings. Because in high school, you have to be very pristine. Everything has to be precise because, I mean, standings are happening, teams are playing for wins. AAU kind of gives you that freedom to play also for wins, but also to kind of work on your game. So when you get back to the high school setting, you're able to impact your team in a better way.
You are part of a pretty big senior class that is going to play at that next level in a range of different sports. I've already sat down with Sophia for Hiram and volleyball, Rocco going to JCU for football. Um, Sam Crooks, one of your basketball teammates, along with Rocco, is going on to play at baseball at Ashland, and Dominic Narduzzi, the quarterback, is going to play baseball as a catcher at Walsh. And there's a long list of other names included in that. So
Hello?
yeah, I hear you.
Can you hear me? Sorry, my camera just cut out. 1 second.
There you're okay. We'll have to cut that out.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm just gonna
That's
re-ask the
fine. Go ahead.
question,
Yeah.
and I'll have to cut that
Go ahead.
part
That's
out.
fine.
So you're in a big group of your senior class has a lot of athletes going to play at that next level. I've already sat down and talked with Rocco going to JCU for football, Dominic Narduzzi going to Walsh for baseball, Sam Crooks, Ashland for baseball, and Sophia Smotek going to Hiram for volleyball. So kind of going all over the place, and you know, you join a long line of. There's even more names that I haven't mentioned, also going to compete at that next level, and an array of different sports. I've seen some swimming and track, and I believe there's even a cheerleader going to play at that next level, compete at that next level. So to be able to be a part of that class, kind of taking your own route, but to be able to take that next step, how awesome is that? To share in this moment with them, but also be able to continue playing.
Yeah, I think it's amazing because knowing that, Independence is small. I've grown up with these kids for so long. I'm very proud to be a part of it. I'm very proud to see my classmates have been able to excel in those sports. I played basketball with Sam and Dominic, and I played, a little baseball when I was younger with them when they were, so it's amazing to see how our grade and my friends have sprouted into their own. Everyone's always been a part of their own thing, but to know that we're all kind of together in a sense, kind of all going for that same goal, I'm proud of all them, and I think it's awesome because it shows that even though we're from a small school, and some of us not have always stayed have all been at Independence. Me and Andrew Stamp both were at other schools, but I'm proud of him to see he was able to come back and still excel. He's going to Walsh as well, and it's just awesome. Shout out to all of them, and I'm very very proud of all of them and blessed to be a part of such a great class, which is going to go do such great things. It's awesome.
A district championship runner-up was a new kind of it's the new bar at Independence for boys basketball. You and that 2025 senior class are a really big part of that. So how awesome is it to leave that legacy and that impact behind on, like you mentioned, a small community, small town, but to have them be a part of something like that, something bigger than just, a conference championship. How awesome is that? As hopefully the bar is raised for Independence basketball as it moves into this next, kind of
Yeah,
chapter
so
of
I
its
mean,
story.
it's to me, I think it's awesome the idea that a bar like that bar is set now. Because I mean, when I first got here, there was nothing. We didn't have any of that. There was no idea of this. There were no medals being won yet, and so I mean, it's the idea that we, even though even so again not what we wanted to, the idea that we were able to bring a medal home, it's awesome. And I think I can attribute a lot of that just to the team in general, the coaching. We had a great mindset coming into the season. The beginning of the year, our first actual practice with everybody combined, Coach Holiday put on the board two horses. One one horse could carry a certain amount. Two horses together, competing against each other, could do double that, and then two horses trained together, competing with each other for a higher goal as one team, could do almost three times that amount. So it just showed that all together, we can do a lot more than we could separately. That's why we have to be more team oriented, goal oriented, and so I think that kind of sets the standard going forward. That if we keep that team mindset and that Mudita mindset, I guess, going forward, even though there is going to be a little shift of coaching change and everything, I think that great things are on the horizon, and I think that this team has a lot of potential. We got a bunch of juniors coming back. We got some promising freshmen, incoming freshmen, sophomores, and I think that these guys can hopefully carry that continuing going forward. It'd be awesome to see.
All right, man. Thank you so much for taking a little bit of time out of your night to sit down and talk with me about your commitment to Lincoln Academy for basketball. I want to once again thank Michael DeLazel & Co., CPAs and business advisors, for all of your accounting help and needs. You can contact them at cpaneeds.com. We thank you for your support of the Sugar Valley Conference, CVC TV, and the CVC Spotlight. Marky, thank you so much. Congratulations on a great 4 years, and best
God
of luck
bless
on the
you
next
as well.
4
Thank you so
years.
much for your time.
This episode of CVC Spotlight was presented by Michael DeLazel and Company, CPAs and business advisors. Call 216-485-2028 or visit cpaneeds.com to learn more about what DeLazel and Company can do for you.